It is Wednesday when this is filmed. I set up the camera in the midst of moving chaos, and day after this has been posted is the day we move. And so many emotions running through my head right now. You know, the pandemic, obviously, one of the reasons why the biggest reason why the last couple of months has been hard on people, and it's been hard on me. And even though this is going to sound like a good talk video, which is on a different channel now, I still feel like I want to intervene with myself and talk about some of the challenges that I'm facing. Obviously, when it comes to the video creation, the stuff that I do requires traveling, requires meeting up with people, especially people who are not predominantly from Sweden. And that has obviously been a strained effort, to say the least, in the last couple of months. I did get to go to the north of Sweden right before things started changing with how we needed to behave, and I was also in London before that at the end of February. But I'm feeling that all of this is taking a toll on me. The fact that, one, I want to do good shit, that's one of my mottos in life: do good shit and good shit will happen. And I feel like, even though I've had some amazing videos with the YouTube World Project, the quarantine videos that I feel was important for me, trying to learn Icelandic was an amazing experience. But I also feel that my body is kind of like, you know how you worked all year and you need a vacation, even though I'm not the kind of guy who takes vacation in that sense. This week should have been the best week of the year. It should have been at Sweden Rock Festival, which is this bubble that you walk into and everything outside of it basically disappears, more or less. And you're in this bubble and you're just living life and having the best time. Obviously, due to the pandemic, that is not happening this year. But I think that in the cycle of how my body and my mind operates, it needed that week right now. At the same time, I'm also, I miss friends. I miss friends a lot. And, pressures of what you're supposed to be doing, where you're supposed to be in life at a certain age comes into play as well, when you're waiting to know about things that could potentially be not life-changing, but definitely life-altering in a positive way. And you just feel it all melt down into this negative spiral. And, aside from being at Sweden Rock, I just I want to be in Australia with friends. I want to be in the US with friends. Talk about what's happening there, because that's also one of those things that really affect me. The state of the world, and how, not to get political in that sense, but how unjust it is, and how obviously unjust it is. It is so apparent and obvious and clear, and yet the unjust get to shape the narrative. So all of that is boiling down to this feeling of and I know for a fact, I'm not 15. I know for a fact that I will feel better tomorrow, and by the time this video is posted, I might even feel ridiculous for posting it, even though it's been uploaded, because that's not how I feel today. No, it isn't, but this is what it's like to be down there. This is what it's like to be frustrated, to be tired, and to just feel lonely. And I think about friends whom I don't want to mention, but I think about them and what they fought and how they handled being in a situation like this. And that's not me, but still, it's incredibly frustrating. And don't get me wrong, the pressure for making videos is not it's a pressure I put on myself. It's not a pressure I feel from, the outside. I mean, I haven't uploaded a Good Talk video in 2 weeks just because I haven't felt like it. But here, I don't know who I would be if I skipped a week, skipped 2 weeks, skipped 3 weeks. I don't know who I would be, and it scares me. I mean, I'm not in it for the money. If I was, this would be the lowest paid job I've ever had in my life. I'm in it because it creates an identity to me. It's social in a certain way, and it's creative. So I thought I would take this week and this video to just kind of, I don't know, gather some of my thoughts, share them with you, because even though this channel, it used to be only about learning Swedish, and then obviously I tweaked that coming into this year to become more about interpersonal, stories and challenges and self-growth. And me sitting here in front of a lot of boxes, talking to you in a way that will not teach you any Swedish, it will not include another person, is part of that package. And I appreciate you for watching this video all the way through. And hopefully I will see you next week.